Good. Now, let's go ahead and just walk him in some fairly tight circles around your body. There you go. So he's got to get used to that saddle being there and having, really no flexibility to it. He's got to get used to that cinch kind of restricting his movement and his breathing. There you go. Other side. Good job. He's doing pretty well. Pretty well. Okay. Just go ahead now and put your lead rope up over his saddle horn and just tie a clove hitch on top of that. Give him a little bit of room, and you're going to go and grab a tarp or something. As I told you earlier, I think, or maybe we didn't talk about sacking him out with something. There you go. And look, he can come with you. He's got no issue with that at all. Very good. So, yeah, sack him with it a little bit. And I just told you to put that up on his saddle horn because I thought you'd probably have to go to the tack room. But you can hold him, put him in your hand if you want. But as long as he's standing there, heck, there's no problem just doing that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Good job.
Good boy. Should I tighten his girth as it loosens?
Yeah, just give it like one notch. If he's, getting a little loose, you don't want the saddle to roll, but you don't want to cut him in half either because he's going to learn how he's got to accept that pressure, but you don't want to scare him with it. And that's what we worry about right now at this stage is scaring him with that constriction of that around his chest.
Good boy.
Very good. Okay, look how he's coming with you. Talk about talk about a little bit of discomfort there, and he's wanting you to solve every problem he's got.
That way. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy.
And you're not holding on to him at all. That's really good.
Good horse. There's a sinkhole here.
Yeah. We definitely wouldn't want him to run away from us, Very good. But if you can do this with him being, hanging on to nothing, him just standing there, that's perfect. And nothing wrong with that at all. He might start pawing at that. Who knows?
Good boy.
Very good. Very good. One thing I've noticed is you become much more verbal in your communication with him.
I'm working on it as per Julia.
Yeah, be much more, and you're doing great, especially the praising.
Good boy.
Very good.
Good boy.
You're really doing well with this. The sacking is really kind of a non-issue, but it doesn't mean that it won't become one as we progress a little bit and he gets a little bit more comfortable. So do you have you got a long rope there?
Yeah.
Let's grab that guy. And we're going to start a lesson here we're going to carry on to, but this is a really good place to start it. Okay. How long is your rope?
Probably 10 or 15 feet.
Okay. It'll do for now. So go ahead and take your halter rope off of him, And so he's just got just his halter on. And pull it off the saddle.
Can I do that?
No, let's take it off. Let's take it all the way off. Because what you're going to do is you're going to take that rope that you've got and you're going to put one end of it around the saddle horn.
So I'm hooking this to his halter? Okay. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's okay. Go ahead and let all your rope out. Just let it hit the ground. There you go. All right. Now take that attached to his halter and take it off. Wrap that and attach that around the saddle horn. This is just another sacking exercise. We're going to build on it. Yeah, and so it'll stay. And clip it onto itself so it won't come off that saddle horn. There you go.
Okay.
Okay, now at about that far, go ahead and give him a little bit of slack and step right up to the side of him. So step to the right, and then so that you're perpendicular to his shoulder. There you go. And now just start swinging that rope very slowly. Because eventually, there you go. What we want to do is just swing it and then do a little bit of like a jump rope. There you go. Action back and forth, over, gentle, nice and quiet so we don't spook him. And then you can do that a little bit bigger circles and go the other direction. There you go. There you go. Good job. It's hard to move that because it's more like a flat line, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty light.
Yeah, you need something a little heavier than that.
Okay.
So I think I got one that's about a 45-foot or 40-foot rope that I use off of my pack saddles. I have a lot of those, so I just grab one of those. It's like half-inch rope. And you can make it heavier than that if you want to, but doing that because what we'll do is, more and more of that and make great big circles. And you give a little bit more line out so that it gets a lot bigger. There you go. Now one step closer to it. There, right there. Now you have to make a really big, it's kind of hard. It's going to be hard for you to do that. So, but you get the idea of this and let him smell it. It's okay. Pull it out to the side with your left hand. Yeah, there you go. So he can smell it. Let him smell it. Let him get used to what that is. He's done really good. Now he may move on. Yeah, there he goes. Okay. That's all right. Let him go. And let him go up against the rail because that might be the one thing that helps hold him in a spot. Because you want him to not move, but you're going to have to get a little bit closer to him now. And the same as where you were. So you're kind of controlling his movement. You don't want him to move. There you go. There you go. Good. Moving that back and forth.
Good boy.
Now, in a motion back and forth from left to right, you can also do, there you go, the same thing. Instead of a jump rope, just go left and right, and you can get it you can get a pretty violent movement out of it there. So he's not going to do anything. And then you can very gently start to slap the side of the saddle up and down with it. Slap on the stirrup leather. Ooh, okay, too much. Yep, we moved him off. That's all right. Make him stop. There you go. You might have to get a little closer to him now, Taryn, to be able to control it. So it just taps it. Doesn't do it real hard. And then you can build up. Do it as hard as you can until he doesn't, as long as he doesn't move. And if you have to back off that and make it nice and gentle, that's okay. There you go. Very good.
Good boy.
And now throw it over the top, overhand, so it slaps the back of the seat of the saddle. There you go. Very good. And throw enough that it goes over, kind of over the other side of the seat of the saddle. There you're going. That was better.
Good boy.
Okay. So those are some exercises to do. Now, when you do this, you got to get on the other side of him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what you want to do. Throw that lead behind his hind end on the other side of the saddle, so you're going to pull on his hind end and pull him around. And this might not be very successful, but you understand what I'm saying? Just throw the lead part of it, hang on to it, because what you're going to do is throw this over him, but you're going to pull on his hind end. There you go. Excellent. Now, stand in front of him a little bit more. Go stand there. Yes, perfect. Perfect. A little more. Now pull him to you. Gently pull. Gently pull. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Make him right there. No, stop. Praise him. Praise him. Praise him.
Oh, good boy.
Yes.
Good
Okay.
boy.
Get in front of him. We have to let him move off now. And this is where this small corral comes in a little bit better again. And this portion. But okay, make him go back around. Don't let him turn around yet. Pull him. Pull him. Pull that hind end around. He's going to resist. It's okay. Pull, pull, pull. Pull, pull.
Good boy. Oh, good boy.
Okay, now walk up to him and physically praise him. Don't start working yet. Praise him for not moving off. It's important to break this down and don't get in a hurry.
Okay.
Very good. Very good job.
Boy.
You kind of feel how he's almost wanting to get out of control there?
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole idea, and this is where that small round corral, again, is so much better than a larger one, is that you can control that movement more. And but that's okay. You're doing great. He's fine. I wouldn't change the corral just to do this. You're just going to have to move more to keep him from moving off.
Okay. Good boy.
There you go. Now go ahead and do the same exercises on this side.
Oh. Good boy.
And the whole idea is to keep them from moving while you do this, so that they just stand there and accept it.
Oh.
And you're gonna, at some point, when you get to have you get a little bit heavier rope, then when you use it, you're going to be able to swing that thing around, so it is really making some noise. You know how like a jump rope will make a lot of kind of that buzzing sound as it goes through the air.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to do that and do that with this, because that sound is important too.
He's going to be my roping horse.
He can be. This is some of the prep work to do, and exactly that. Yeah, this does a lot. It not only stacks them for this, it preps them for stuff flying around them. It preps them for a rope flying out. It preps them for them leading another horse with a rope, and that business that you're doing gets all of a sudden out of hand. And we're going to teach him. This is a prep to teach him to not spook from this rope. There's a lot of lessons that we're going to work on here. A lot of applications with some simple lessons. There you go. Very good.
Oh, good boy.
Oh, did he make a big sigh?
He's licking and chewing. I didn't hear a sigh.
Okay, I just saw his...
And then he listened to me and stopped.
Okay, yeah, he might have just moved his body. It looked like his rib cage got big real quick, and then that's why I asked that.
He might have. I didn't hear it, but he probably did. Good
Oh,
boy.
then in that case, it was definitely a giant sigh. I saw it.
Good boy.
Very good. Notice how his nose is tipped away from you. He's not real wild about it, but he's very tolerant of it, and that's what we want. He'll get to where it'll be a non-event for him, and he'll just stand there. If his head was tipped neutral, I'd say, man, you got it, and he's really close to being there.
Good boy.
And you want to be able to have the weight of this rope. That's why it's kind of important to have a little heavier rope, so that when you hit the side of that saddle, it makes noise, and he can feel the vibration through that weight of the rope.
His nostrils are crinkled up.
Yeah. At least he's watching you. His head is tipped towards you a little bit. He's watching you. He's actually bracing his body towards you a little bit. That's okay. Very good.
Good boy.
Yeah, good. He's smelling, sniffing it. There's nothing wrong with that. He's kind of moving to you for a little bit of comfort, and that's all right.
Good boy.
So throw that on the back of his saddle again. Whip that on the seat of the saddle. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and then turn him up from the other side. And so he turns around just like he did before.
Uh-oh.
There you go. Pick that up. Don't let him step over it. And if it comes on his hocks, no big deal. This is all good training. Okay. Oh, now you got to start over. That's okay. That's all right. Just take this opportunity, and you don't want to burn him with this because it can be easily, but look how he's handling that. That's perfect. So just get that underneath of him, and we'll start over again. Very good. Nothing wrong with this kind of work at all.
Good
See that? How
boy.
it's dragging underneath? Absolutely one of those lessons that you're going to do. You just happen to get it by accident. Perfect.
Good boy.
But you see how things can happen, and they don't necessarily go along with what you've got planned, but you can fix them. And this is how this happens. This is how you prep this horse for anything that could go wrong. So now if you can just kind of flip it around his hind end. There you go. There you go. Get him around the hind.
I'm not as coordinated this way.
Yeah, it takes a little practice. And you got a rope that's not wanting to cooperate too much, too. It's just that flat nylon webbing. There you go. Okay, now. There you go. Now, stand back away from him. Pull back. Get back a little bit further. A little further away. Okay. Put your arm up. That's okay. It's all right. Just put your arm up, and don't let him turn into it any more than he did. And now step away from him. Keep your arm up so he can't tangle himself anymore. And then he's kind of got ahead of himself a little bit. Again, something has gone wrong. So step to the center of the corral. Get out of his front, away from the front of it. There you go. Gently put a little pressure on him. There. Now see how he's coming to you for comfort. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. He'll figure it out. Just keep some pressure on there. Keep it up. Pressure. There you go. You're getting it now. As he comes around, more pressure. There you go. Now pull, pull, pull. Keep that up. Keep that rope up. Let him sniff. It's okay. He's at a stall moment there. There you go. Come forward. That's okay. You're doing great. You're doing great. Yes. Almost there. Almost, almost, almost. Okay. Stop him and praise him. Very good. Very good. Okay, very good job. Now, what happened here is he got kind of ahead of himself a little bit, and this is the beginning of the lesson got further and further along, way further along than we wanted to do. We're going to get